All right, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear everything okay? What is up, everyone? All right, we're here. Let me move my coffee out of the way. So, who we got in the house? We got 7 people in here already. Already got a list of coins we got to look at. Amp coin says Ibrahim. How you doing, my man? Put Amp on the list. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I think we're about to go straight up. What's up, Slava, my man? He says, what is new? Nothing. Only one stream today, I believe. I don't think I'm doing the 2 with the short feed. It didn't really work out. What's up, DZ? Fetton, XAN, got it on the list. What's up, Silver, my man? We got Scotty Lee in the house. He needs virtual, arrow, and arc block. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're going to get into them. Yeah, I think we're about to recover. What's up, Patrick? How you doing? Turbo got a bit of life left in it. Yeah, it's still holding the 618. It's up on the screen right now. Bitcoin's still holding over 91, so we're still good as of now. I think so, anyway. Oh, we got Shadow in the house. How's it going? How's it going, Shadow? You still holding on? Got Dave F in the house. All right, we only got 8 people here, but it's 3 o'clock, so we have a couple of bullish charts to look at that I found on Twitter. But I guess we'll go ahead and jump into a couple of these coins really quick here. So starting off with Turbo. Turbo's still holding, like I said, it's holding this green box here. I do not remember why the green box is there, to be honest. We drew it for a reason. I just don't remember why. Let's see here. Yes, we tagged the double 0.5 level. You know what? I'm just going to move the box. I don't remember why we had it there. As of right now, from the low to the high, you are holding the 618, so that is good. Depending on where we want to pull this to, you could say we hit the 0.5 and we tagged the bottom of the channel here, this macro channel, and it's time to go up now. So it looks good here. I mean, every time we adjust it, it's looking good. So the only room for Turbo to go is up. So as long as you're over 2018, I would say the bottom is in. It could always go lower again and we'll have to readjust. But from this point here, if I had the extra funds, I would not, I've been saying that, I would not hesitate to put money in on Turbo. Because it's going to do a 30x just to get back to the top of the channel at the 1272 area at about 6 pennies. And if we actually have a giant alt season, that 30x could turn into a 13 to 15 cent Turbo. All we need is 1 or 2 giant green monthly candles spawning in, and you'll get a 75x out of Turbo. But Turbo, I think, is good. If it doesn't break down, if we don't die from here, you're looking at a good 30x on Turbo if we hold the 618. If we go lower, we'll reassess what's going on. But yeah, Turbo looks good. What is XAN? Trying to knock some of these coins out real quick. XAN, coming up with coins. Apparently it's a Coinbase coin. XAN USD. I guess we'll just stick with the Coinbase chart or whatever this is. Let me go back to the chat really quick. What's up, Quinn? Quinn says, I'm tired, boss. Yeah, we're all tired. I am too. My TOSHI bag is going to zero still. It kind of stabilized, but it's still going down. Man, can we look at ZBEC network for my man Silver? Yeah, we'll look at it. Let me put it on the list really quick so I don't forget. ZBCN. But I think it's only a matter of time before we just shoot up. All right, so it looks like this coin's possibly getting stuck at the 0.5. High to the low. Not quite. You're at the 382. So there is a good chance if we don't turn bullish right now. That is a nice candle on the 3-day. You already got daily closes. No, you need a daily close above the 382. So if you could stay over 4.7 or pretty much 5 pennies, then it's bullish. If this candle doesn't turn into a wick, because you can notice there's a higher high here, it'd be a lower high. You get stuck at resistance, and then it's going to come right back down. So just be aware of that. So if it does not get over 4.7 or 5 pennies from here, you may have the candle drop back down, get stuck right at it, and then drop back down. Yeah. So 26% drop if it doesn't stay over this level here. I don't know what this is, but apparently it's on Coinbase. Can it hit a new high? Let's see what kind of damage it can do. By the way, everyone, we are streaming on Rumble, and we are, yeah, just Rumble, not on Twitter yet. So we're streaming on Rumble. If you guys have a Rumble account, just go search up the Crypto Undead on Rumble, and you should find me. I only have like 9 followers on there, so trying to grow it. Hit the like button, answer the poll would be much appreciated. So yeah, almost a 4.5x to a new high on this if it stays bullish over the 382 at 4.7 and then break out high to the low. Your breakout is over the 618. That's when the price can reverse to the upside, potentially to a new high. So 22 cents could be in play if it stays bullish here for a little over a 4x on XAN. What's up, JM? Is it time to see an upside? Why is there a question mark? What? Oh, I guess because you put a question mark in your chat. All right, it shows me a little question mark on this thing. Yeah, I believe we're going to have it all season, my man. It's been time to see an upside. It's like overdue, in my opinion. It may be another week or so, but really this week is very crucial. We really need a green candle on Bitcoin this week. Check the most important chart, the BTC dominance. What is Rumble Mumble? Rumble is another streaming platform. It's not well known, but it's another platform. I actually got on Rumble back in the day when I got shadow banned on YouTube. And I wasn't getting any revenue or any views. So I was like, you know what? I need to branch out. What market cap do I see Cookie Dow at? What is it at now? I think Cookie is going to be a very good play. I keep typing the wrong damn thing in. But Cookie, if we go up, Cookie's going to be a very good play. Cookie, Virtuals, Ondo, Sui. They just seem like they're the coins this cycle that are going to run. I don't know if you guys have heard of Aster. Aster's another one. It's at $1.30. It should be going to $10. What am I looking for? Cookie. Cookie is at a 35 million market cap. I don't really know the market cap it can go to, but let me go over to Cookie really quick, and then we'll get into some other coins. Ooh, we got hot in here really quick. Where's our Cookie chart? Come on. Why does it do this to me? See, now I don't know what chart we were looking at. Cookie on Coinance and Binance and Coinbase. Damn it. Yeah, where the hell's our cookie chart? Hold on, give me a moment. Let me see if I can find our cookie chart. Shouldn't be too far off the list. I hate when this platform does that, where it takes your coins off. Because we had a whole chart built. You know what? All right, cookie. We got the Coinbase. That's perpetual futures. I don't know which one it was. It's probably this one. No, it's not that one either. We'll just redo it because this is taking too much damn time. I don't know if we messed with it last night or what. But Cookie Dow is below the 0.5. It's coming down to the 3.2, but I do think it's going to be a very good play. I'll get back to the chat in just a moment. Pretty sure we had a better cookie chart. I have no idea where it went, though. This slows things down. Just give me a moment. I know there's a better cookie chart. So unfortunate. Anyway, we're going to ignore the channel for now because I don't know where our chart went, but Cookie's another one that is very bullish. I'll have to refine the chart, but we're gonna just keep it simple. As long as you're below the 0.5 at 6, 4.5 is at play. What we'll do is we'll zoom in and we'll see if we're catching any. So maybe we're catching support on Cookie. Yeah, we're below the 618 at the daily, and it's rejection now. So as long as you're below 5.5, it's going to drop down to the 786.382 level. So as long as Cookie's below 5.5, then it's going to drop 15% really easily. Man, this is unfortunate. It's making me look like a jackass. Yeah, but this thing from the bottom shot right up all the way to the 1618, hit that level, and then just kind of been dying ever since. So it's not bullish right now. It is stuck in a downtrend. As you can clearly see, a lot of coins that pumped did the same thing. We're in a downtrend. We're making lower lows. So it's not bullish at the moment. But, you know, you could argue it's in a large wedge pattern here, and it is extremely bullish. So it's just how you want to see it. Damn, without our other chart, I don't remember where we said Cookie's going. Just give me a second. All right, we're still here. Just every once in a while I have to mute it for purposes. But we are still here. So if Cookie Dow can break the downtrend, it's a 35 million market cap at the moment. So for this thing to hit $1, you can see we have $1.72 at the 2 level. From 5 cents to over $1, I think is possible if we have a run. So Cookie up to this $1.72 level as of right now is a 30x. We're gonna move on because it's upsetting me. All right, let me get back to the chat. ZBCN. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, my man? Can we look at PNG? Yeah, I'll put it on the list. Yeah, we just had a little technical difficulties because our Cookie chart. We look at Cookie every live stream, I think, and it's just gone. What's up, David? Yeah, I believe we're going up too. I think we're about to just blast out of here. What's up, Patel? Yeah, I got to get through this list before you guys ask for any more because we already got like 15 coins to look at. Yeah, exactly, Daniel. If we don't have an alt season and make money this cycle, then the crypto market's going to be just completely dead. No one's going to come back for this crap. I appreciate that, Silver. I think you messed up right here. I don't know what happened, but I appreciate the support. What's up, Cha, my man? He says, yeah, a 3% pump. Let's go. We're back. I think I got a super chat. Hot in Texas. Yeah, it's hot and muggy. It's in the 80s, but it's muggy and it's just awful. You're watching Toshi. How's Swift looking? All right, let me get some of these wrote down, but I got to do this one. For Rockra, he says, can you please look at Swift and Noise price prediction? I appreciate the 279. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Swift and Noise. All right, let me write those down. All right, we'll look at those for you for the super chat. He says, does Zcash still look good? Zcash already did over a 20x, so what's up, Meolysis, my man? Crypto Meolysis in the house, everyone. Go support my man over there. Everyone hit the like button, please. Toshi to the moon for you, my man. And I hope so. I hope it has a giant candle spawn in. Same with your Elon. If you're still holding Elon. I watched your video. I saw that you're buying into Bitcoin now. What's up, Rashad? Rashad's back in the house. All right, let me look at some of these coins while you guys are chilling. I do appreciate the super chat. So let's look at Swift coin. Swift to the moon. Yeah, Swift was breaking down last night. Oh, man, it's still breaking down. All right, this is the same thing that I wanted to go over with Bitcoin as well. Even though Bitcoin broke the moving averages that everyone's talking about, you also got to realize that moving averages are lagging indicators. Everything's a lagging indicator. Nothing's perfect. So it doesn't have to happen like every other time, as Papa Ben would say. And, as long as we're holding structure, we're still alive. I mean, it is a warning sign that, we're breaking down, but we did hold the 618.93K. We'll get back at Bitcoin in a little bit. But even with Swift coin here, we're at the bottom of our box here. Well, I moved it, so we're just going to move the box for now. Uncomplicated. If you can get back over the 786 at 48, then you're still in good shape. Because as you guys know, I love market structure. We can draw that. Or we can just simply, if you're putting in higher highs and higher lows, it's a bullish chart. So as long as you have this in play, that's bullish with the higher highs. So it's still bullish until it breaks this low here and breaks down below the 0.5. So if Swift coin breaks down below 2.3, at that point, I know it's a pretty good drop, but then you'll know it's bearish and there's no bull run. but that's almost a 43% drop. So the hope is over the next 12 days on this monthly candle, because we already have weekly closes below. So we really want the monthly on Bitcoin and so many others to hold up over some levels here. So if you can get back over 4.8 over the next 12 days, then you're alive. You're still in good shape. Like I said, as long as you don't break this low here, you could even come down as long as you're below that level on Swift and come down to 0.03 and you're still technically alive. It's still another 25% drop. So hopefully that doesn't happen because we're all waiting for the move up, especially since Bitcoin's been going down for a month straight and everything's been just bleeding out. When things come down this fast, we usually reverse and go right back up because the stock RSI on everything is down at the bottom here on the macro charts. So I expect a rally at any point now, very soon. I'm hoping and praying that it's this week. But we're still looking at Swiftcoin from where it is. It could drop more, a 24.5x up to 10. So we're looking at 10 to 20 cents easily, or my targets at least. Up to 2 cents, or 20 rather, would be about a 48.5x. So I do think the dollar is out the window now. It's not going to $1 anymore. It could, if we have a large bull run, hit 100x to 50 cents, but I doubt it. Sorry about the bell. Uh-oh. Someone's flipping the switch. Let's go. Oh, man. Hold on. All right. I think that's over with. But now I think our target now is a 20 cent Swift coin. Now that we've gone down and broken down. And on the reverse side of that, depending on where we want to draw it at, from the 0.5 where it bounced, you're pretty much tagging the 786 at the moment, as you can see. So we do have the double 786 area here. So 4.3 up to 4.8. If we can hold that, then we should be in good shape. But what we're watching on most coins is simply the higher lows. It's time to go up. I don't know what else to say. It's time to go up. Like more than ever. And this noise coin we looked at once already. Yeah, these coins are just spawning in and you guys are wanting to buy them. So this one is just consolidating, going sideways. It's not really respecting the fib levels. So really the only thing I would say do is just, it's holding this area that used to be resistance. That volume area. So if you want to go by pure fib levels, if it can get back over 2.9, it's at 2.5, then once it starts making higher highs and higher lows, you're in good shape. Right now it's going sideways. It did make a lower low, so just be careful. It could fall off the table from this point. I'll draw another fib just to see what we got. But it needs to get over 3056 to be bullish and then break out over 16, 2016. And if whatever this is, if it can go to the moon, 130x to a new high off of that wick. So it may not go that high. At least a 618 retracement from here for 2016 would be almost a 7x move. And then the other thing I'll do with noise, it is good that it's consolidating going sideways here. So that's what you want to see before the run up. So it's getting accumulated and now it can pump if it's going to pump. And you're holding the, what are you holding here? Let me move this damn box. Yeah, you're holding the 0.5 at the moment. That's what you held last time. So you're back above it. So if you can stay back above 248, then you may get a bounce up. But you did make a lower low. So if you cannot hold, which it looks like it's trying to get stuck at it, then you'll drop back down to the bottom of the volume area. You'll drop 17%, and hopefully the 618 is it. At 302 pretty much for a bounce back up and a reversal. Because that's your high to the low 618. Any lower than the 618, then it can go wherever it wants to the downside. All right, I got to get caught up here. We just started and we're behind. Everyone is waiting for numbers this cycle or this week. Are they coming out with numbers this week? What's up, Kicks? He says KeyCat. Turbo, we already did Turbo at the beginning. Turbo's going to 15 cents, possibly, maybe. We got Patrick for 2. Can we check Arrow? I appreciate the 2. I appreciate that, my man. Yeah, we're going to look at it. I appreciate the 2. It's on the list, but you never know if I get it back around to it. Starting my BTC journey. I bought 0.001. Nice, my man. Let's keep it up. What's up to how to? I appreciate the 2. We're going to look at Arrow next. What's up, Isaac? You're still holding shipping all in. That's all you can do at this point. I'm still holding TOSHI at this point. I'm down. Half the money's gone, so I'm not selling for half. All that money's gone. I'm just gonna hold because the moment I sell, it's gonna go up. Let's see here. So let's see. So all you can really do. I mean, if I had extra money right now. If I had extra $100 or whatever, I'd just put it in on TOSHI right now. I'm just going to go all in on TOSHI and see what happens. I don't have enough money to diversify and buy other coins. I got to go all in on one coin I think is going to pump good and then take it from there. I'm almost at 3 million coins. Keycat, let me write that down. What was the... Oh, yeah, Arrow. Arrow for Patrick. All right, let me put it on the Arrow chart and bring up Arrow, Keycat. All right, I'm going to take the ones off the list we already did. We did ZEN. We did Turbo. Yeah, we still got a whole bunch to do. We did Swift and Noise. All right, let me do Arrow really quick here. Let me bring it up. Arrow. Yeah, Arrow got a nice little bounce, relief bounce. So that's good to see. It's nice to see our chart is still here. So we're still holding the 0.5. Not the greatest looking chart because you did put in a lower low. Clearly we broke the trend and we back tested and we fell. So right now all we can do is hold the 0.5. If we hold the 0.5 at 82, that's your support, then you have to get back over 105. Yeah, you're also holding the 382 right now. So very critical that you hold 82. If you fall below 82, you're no longer bullish and it can drop down. So it's all going to depend on what happens this week. If we're not bullish this week and Bitcoin doesn't go up, they're going to be screaming bear market. So a 32% drop. I mean, we'll say we'll keep it easier. So a 20% drop down to 64 to the macro 382 to stay bullish. But it really needs to hold 82 and get back over 105 at the moment. But like I keep saying, overall, even though you did make a lower low off of that wick there, you still have this in play. So until that turns bearish, you can still be macro bullish on it. But we do need to break this downtrend we're in. So it needs to get over the 618 at 105. Then you have hope. And then if it gets over 150, then it should go to the moon at that point. But it's not bullish yet. Macro is bullish over 64, but it has to break the 618 and break the downtrend. And then I still think our box is in play here. 20 to 35. So that would be a 20x up to a 32, 33x. I appreciate it, Patrick. All right, so we looked at, what are we looking at? Arrow. You said shipping go down to 3 a few months ago, and you were right. It's because we're bearish. We called a down target, so it's bearish. I mean, it's like we keep saying, it's just a waiting game right now. We're waiting to see what's going to happen. Everyone's getting scared right now, extreme fear. Every coin is bleeding out, it seems like, except a couple, of course. I'm going to get into the other coins on the list here, but sometimes it gets a little bit to keep up with. It'd be nice if I had more time to stream every day and I didn't have to work. Yeah, where did we see this 3 at? Was that the final support? Yeah, shipping is bearish. Bearish down and sideways. Shipping to 0. Oh, yeah. See, this is another one. It's on the final support, dipping below it. So hopefully we get a move up on Bitcoin this week. So some of these coins don't absolutely die. It looks like you're trying to have a bullish cross on the stock RSI down here on the monthly. So if you can get back over that 3 level, that should be the bottom. But shipping's still in a spot. If it holds here, it's not a bad spot to be buying in for this thing to move up, because I do think it's going to move up fast when it does move up. And it's not a horrible chart. It's just everything's melting away like this. Just for this thing to shoot up and hit the 786 retracements. No, let me switch that. Wow, that's almost a 15x just to hit 4 pennies. Moonshot would be all the way up here. 100x to 30 cents. But it is trying to hold final support. If it loses final support, yeah, if these coins don't hold up and we lose these support levels and these trend or these channels they're in, and if we're actually bearish, then it's just bearish because we're going to fall off the table and it's bear market. Next volume area is all the way down here at the 1272 at 309. So hopefully a couple of months from now, you're not saying, oh, you called it again. We were bearish. We never got our money. But it's like we've been saying, and like he said, if we don't make some sort of money this cycle, no one's coming back. All right, I got to get to some of these coins. Undead, Toshi is a winner for sure. Man, I hope you're right. It went down to the 3s, and I wanted to buy in, but I don't have the money to buy in. I wanted to load up some more, but that's all you can do. Load up and pray. Pray to the crypto gods that'll give you your money back and get you out of the shadow realm. Maybe we have to pray to the gods of the shadow realm to let us out. Please let us out, at least for a little while. We'll come back in 4 years and give you all our money again. All right, I remember PNG on the list. PNG, ARC block. Let me cover some of these coins real quick. Yeah, PNG is coming down to our box here, 236618 area. It is down below the 618. Pangolin is like every other coin that already pumped, where people are saying the top is already in. But until it gets over 11.5 and then 16, once you're over 16, you can be bullish to the upside. Breakout over about 49 to 50 cents. But as of right now, it's trying to hold the 618, just as Bitcoin's doing, low to the high. Really want to hold this, but it can come all the way down. You can see the volume here, this volume area. So as long as we hold this box, we're alive. If we lose this box at 4.7 on Pangolin, then it's just going, it's going to free fall, in my opinion. At least down to the 786. So it's a big week. I think we need to move up. It's a 50% drop. I don't think we can handle another 50% drop on everything. I guess that would only be the case if we're not going up until next year, which that would absolutely suck. But Pangolin now, I don't even know our target from last time. I think we said about $6 if it hit to new high, but now that's 100x from here. So you take a gamble on that. So maybe Pangolin can hit $1.30. It's almost a 25x from here. I think ARC block is in the same boat. Downtrend in play. God dang it. Where's our ARC block chart? How does Hank Hill say it? Where the hell is our arc block chart? It's very annoying. All right, here we go. Yeah, same thing. The pump, it's in a downtrend. It's melting away like hot lava. Someone spawned in a Minecraft block, a lava block right here, and it's just gone. Someone get the water bucket and help us. Someone stop this already. It's getting old. But you're down here at the 0.5, and pretty much you can see all the... We're looking at this level here, the 618 to hold. Clearly it's not holding. So unless you get back over 50, if you get over 50, that's really good. And this turns into a giant wick over the next 12 days. But any lower than the 0.5, then we got a problem. Any lower than 32, you could come down to the 382. I mean, we can draw as many boxes and levels as you want, but we have pretty much two levels here. We have this level here that was resistance for a very long time. And then, of course, we have this level here. It's just, there's no time for these coins to do this and we still be bullish. Unless we go straight down and straight back up. So something like Arc Block would just do this, and then that's the point to where we just go out of here. But I think we're already at that point where that needs to happen already. We've been going down too long. So our $30 target is getting further and further away. 20 to 30 bucks on Arc Block is just it's getting further away. We're going in the wrong direction. So the 1618 is a 47x from here to 18 bucks. So 18 to 20 bucks is possibly the target. On the low end, $10. Yeah, I think Arc Block, if it doesn't die from here and it does hold up, then a $10 Arc Block is very much in play. That's a 27, 28x from here. There you go. Damn it, Bobby. Damn it, Bobby. Dang it, Bobby. There you go. Hey, we only got 18 people in here. And he always does that little, oh. Yeah. What's up, Metal, my man? Yeah, we're still hoping that everything's going to go back up. This is going to better prepare. If we actually have an alt season, this is going to better prepare us for next time. Because we're just going to wait. Your coin's going to pump to wherever, and we're just going to no one buy in until everything's all the way back at the bottom. We got Ben for 2. I appreciate that. Can we please check Turbo, please, and thank you. I appreciate the 2. Yeah, we'll look at it again since you paid. I appreciate it. Scotty Lee says virtual's holding up okay. Yeah, we're going to look at virtuals in just a moment. We keep getting sidetracked. I have to prioritize the super chats here. What is it? Turbo once again. Yeah, Turbo is still holding up in our channel. I would, if like I keep saying, it's in a good spot to buy in, not financial advice. You're holding the 618, low to the high. This is the monthly macro chart. There's no point in looking at the smaller charts. I mean, it's clearly holding up on the 618 area here. So as long as it's over 2018, that is your low to the high, 618, to bounce back up. It already tagged the 0.5. If you want to hold the channel here, it hit the top, came all the way back down, tagged the bottom at the 0.5. It's holding the 618. So it's been holding over the 618 since it blasted through it. And it held for support all the way back in March. Went through it in May of 2024. So there is strong support here. It needs to get back over 2045. But from this point, if you're bullish on Turbo, the only way for this thing to go, if there's an alt season, if there's a meme season, if we're going to go up, is for this thing off of the bounce to go back up. It, of course, could always come back down, so be aware of that. If we're bearish, if Bitcoin is still bearish this next week and we don't get a green candle, then you guys be prepared. It could come back down to the bottom of the channel, back down to the 0.5, drop almost 50%. that would suck, but it's on the table at the moment. But if that is the bottom and you're bullish on Turbo, then there's no reason why it would not in a bull market, which I still believe strongly in the bull market in alt season. It's just not here yet. We're at least going to get some, if we're going to go up next year, then we're going to get some sort of relief bounce very soon. And a lot of people will end up selling, so we'll have to see how that plays out. When people start getting their money back, they may start getting out. I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out, but you're going to get at least a 30x up to 6 pennies, the 1272. I mean, just look at the chart here. It looks like an almost guaranteed to bounce back to the top. It'll happen before we know it. And if we have a decent alt season, then I could see this thing hitting 13 to 15 cents and doing a massive run. So 15 cents is like a 75x from here. But I've been saying for months now that I would put money on Turbo and just let it ride back to the top of the channel, even though we've been adjusting the channel as it's been coming down. But it's still, you can clearly see it's still respecting it, and it's respecting the 618. So Turbo's got a good chart. I think if 30x is in play, at least on Turbo. I appreciate the 2. All right, let me get through some of these other coins that we didn't look at. ZBCN virtual. ZBCN for silver. Silver's holding on to his ZEC network bag. It's still holding our box, my man. It's still technically bullish still and holding up. So as long as we're holding this macro triangle pattern here, we should get a continuation right back to the upside here off of this large pennant, which I think we measured it out here, depending on where you want to draw it from, I guess. It's headed to the 2 level. I don't know what that is, but I still think as long as we hold this here, you got to get back over on ZBCN over 0035 to be bullish. Breakout downtrend is broken over 4.6. But I still think ZBCN could possibly hit 10 cents. So it's still about a 34x from here. If it hits the measure and move level and that's it, then that is a 7.5x from here up to 2 pennies. But it still looks good. It's consolidating and potentially a continuation pattern here. It's still holding over our macro support box here. That green box you can see. So we'll just take it day to day, week to week, and see what actually happens on it. Virtual. Oh, virtual done broke the downtrend. Way to go, virtual. It clearly broke the downtrend and it's trying to backtest it right now. So it is below the 0.5 at 123. So that puts in play 88. So you still have some downside in play potentially, but it is, as you can see, backtesting the trend line here. So what we'll do is we'll draw another one on a smaller time frame to see if there's a support level here. As those larger candles are holding and backtesting, which is very bullish. All right, so you do have the 382. Let me pull this up just a little bit. All right, so you're below the 236.5. So yeah, technically, as long as you're below about $1.21, $1.23, then virtuals here could get a nice bounce off of about 92 to 88. So if it comes down here and drops 20%, it could be a very good buying opportunity for a bounce off of the trend and bounce off of the double 382, which is bullish. So just keep that in mind. But it is just a simple break of the trend, back test of the trend, and now it can go up. It has to complete its mission before it can go up. So just watch that double 382. And then virtuals protocol, I think, is going to be very good. So the 1618 up to $30 is a 28x. More conservative target is just the new high, 1272. It's still a 10.5x up to about $12. All right, what's the other coin that we didn't look at? No, we didn't check the dominance yet. We'll get to that in just a moment. We'll look at Bitcoin. I got to get through these coins, and then we'll look at Bitcoin. We'll look at the dominance, and then I got a couple of charts to show you guys. couple of macro charts that I found. But yeah, Virtuals is back testing and holding up good, Scotty. What's up, Hookie Qubit? What is Qubit? Welcome in, Qubit. Let me write that down. All right, we did ZBCN. Not quit. We did Arrow. We did Virtual. Yeah, we did Arc Block. All right, we're getting the list knocked out now. Oh yeah, we did Arrow. We got to do KeyCat. But yeah, everyone please hit the like button. Yet again, if you're on Rumble, if you know what that is, I am streaming on Rumble right now, so go give it a like and possibly follow the channel to help it out. We gotta look at FET, AMP, KeyCat. But yeah, it would really help if you guys hit the like button, answer the poll. All right, let me knock KeyCat out. Ah, crap, come on. Oh, I spelled it wrong, no wonder. KeyCat. Yeah, I was watching something earlier, and they had a keyboard cat on the cartoon. He said, "Cue the keyboard cat," and the cat was playing the keyboard. It was at a funeral or something on a cartoon. I was like, ah, KeyCat. Oh, this thing came back down to the low. So we can just take this off. It broke the higher low, so came all the way back down to where it hit last time at 201. So it's either the bottom here or it's going to 0. If it goes lower than 1, then it's done. This thing's never going up. It's in a very steep downtrend, as you can clearly see. It has to get back over the 236 to bottom end. Not bullish until you're back over 27, so it can pump all the way back up to the 382 and still be extremely bearish. Just keep that in mind. So it could do a 2x and then come right back to 0. But we'll see how it plays out. So this should be the bottom. If this is not the bottom, then good luck. The only other thing I could do with it is draw from this low to the high and get a downside move. So if you break that 1 level, the next stop is Shadow Realm. So if it goes lower than it is here and it does not get a pump very soon, we'll draw another one on a smaller time frame in just a moment. These are 3-day candles. Then this thing's going to absolutely die. There's nothing down here. It's going to free fall. The only level we have is a fib, which will take you down to 305, and you would drop almost 60%. So just keep that in mind. It's a must-hold spot right now. And then the only other thing short term we can do is the most recent little pump to the high, which, as you can see, I zoom in, so I got to fix this daily candle here. Come on. So yeah, so any lower than 1, and it's gonna fall pretty hard. So short term on daily candles, you got stuck right at it. So to confirm a bottom, you have to get over 127, bullish over 139. And then it looks like a breakout is probably over your 618, depending on when you get up here. So there's no breakout to the upside until you get over 0016, but it has to get over these levels here. If it cannot get over 127, then it's just going to break 1, and you know the drill. And if it is the bottom, what kind of damage can it do? Looking at weekly candles. So a new high on KeyCat to the moon. 1272 up at 2 pennies would be at almost a 19x from here. All right, let me do AMP and FET really quick, and then I'll do Jasmy. We hardly ever look at AMP. Is AMP actually going to pump? Man, I was bearish pretty much on the old coins like Zcash and stuff, and they showed me otherwise. So I don't know what this line is, but we're going to move that out of the way. So it is still bearish in a downtrend. I'm just going to say that every time when you guys ask for a coin. Bearish in a downtrend. Move on. Yeah, it's down below your 786 support. So it needs to get back over 2.4. Or else it's going back to the low. So just like every other coin, it needs to hold support. We need to get a bounce. We need to hold and get a bounce now. Because if you lose this level, if you stay below this level, then it's coming back to the low. It's a 40% drop. If it can get back over that level, then maybe you have a shot at going back up. But not bullish on the macro until you get back over 0078. And then AMP, it is an older coin, so maybe now from where it is, if that is the bottom, a 618 retracement is in play. So we'll take it as it pumps, but that would take you up to 2 pennies for a 9.5x. If it pulls a Zcash and just pumps to the moon and does a 20x, then if it comes up to about 5 pennies, 4.5 to 5 pennies, it's probably time to get out, because that's a 20x from here if it holds. So 2 cents and then 4.5. What's up, 579? You still think Moonwell hit $1? We'll look at it. What's up, O House? Man, I couldn't imagine O House losing 25K sucks. Yeah, I think losing 1,200 where I'm at right now sucks big time. But I'm poor. But I can't even imagine down 25K. That's gotta be bad. We got Scotty for 2. I appreciate the 2, my man. Thank you, Undead. I got virtuals at 10 cents. Nice. I hope you make it. I hope all you guys make it. But you'll make it. I think we're going to make it. It's just, we're just in a waiting game and it just sucks. Just think about the Zcash people that just got a 20x and the people months ago that got the XCN pump. As we know, we had a bunch of XCN people come in here and some people made quite a bit of money. It's just we gave it all. Some people gave it all back. But we're going to make it out of here. I appreciate the 2, my man. Moonwell. Oh, let me just write well. Yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to do this again full time. Stream for 6 hours a day, 4 hours a day. All right, let me write these coins down. Jasmine, Telcoin. All right, let me get through these coins before you guys ask for more. I'll leave Telcoin on the last one. So let me get through these couple of coins. We just did AMP. Let me get through these 5 coins. So FET. Oh, we still got 24 people in here. How many people are on Rumble or watching? There's no one on Rumble watching? 1 person? Jeez, that's bearish. Wow. FET to the moon. It's making the weeks go by extremely fast, you guys. I don't know if it's for you, because I work my 12-hour shifts over the weekend, and then I sit here and we stream and we talk about crypto for a week, and we hope something's going to happen for the week. Nothing happens, and it's back to work. Then we're losing money, and then we sit here again for a week. Then it's going to be back to work for the weekend, and then we're going to sit here, and it's just a rinse and repeat bearishness. Someone get me out of here. I'm not even asking for a lot. I don't even want to be a millionaire. I just want my money back. But yeah, Artificial Super Intelligence Alliance, FET here, or AS, whatever the hell it's called. Is it ASM? I don't even know. It's trading in a large macro monthly channel. It hit the 786. Potentially it's on the bottom. We have the yellow lines here, not a channel, but you get the idea. So same thing with FET here. It should go back to the top. So the 1618 comes into play at about 770 and a 25x from here. As long as you're over 22. We can always adjust it down if we're going to be bearish, pull a new channel. But right now your support is about 22 cents. As long as you're over that, it needs to break back over the previous high, and then it can run up to the top here. But what we'll do one more thing on FET was go from this low to the high. Just a rough drawing. And yeah, we're back above the 618, so that's exactly what you want to see. And you tag the 786 on that wick, so that's very good. So you hit the bottom, you hit the channel, you're back above the 618. As long as you're above 25, once you get over 68, it's bullish. And then it can do a 25x to the top. And if we're really bullish, your moonshot on this thing would be all the way up to 2 area. So $40 FET would be 136x. So that's your moonshot. And what the hell is Qubit? Qubit. I think I spelled it right. Qubit? Yeah, what is this? Yeah, if this is not on, I don't want to go to text screener. I don't think that's it. Just let me know what Qubit is again. Spell it again. Give me the ticker. Let's do Well and Jasmine Telcoin. Well, can Well still hit $1? Where's Well? Yeah, see, Well's all the way back at the bottom here. Jesus. So Well's trying to hold the 236 support here. Hold the channel. So it's yet another coin. We've died so much over the last month. Well, the last couple of months on a lot of coins, but this coin just one death candle spawned in here. So can it still hit $1 now? I know we went over this last time we looked at it. I want to say probably not. All right, so if you believe in Well and it does hold up and it doesn't die from here, then it's pretty much on the bottom. So you're looking at a decent, I keep throwing out the word guaranteed, but there's nothing guaranteed, but a 16x back to the top of the channel here, around the 786 area, 12 to 15 cents. Mega bull run status is back to the high. We do have this 1 billion at 30 cents. So maybe 30 cents is a good target because you're sub a penny now. So if you come up here, that's almost a 34x to 30 cents for a breakout above the channel here. So those are your targets. I mean, if you want to be conservative, you want to actually make money because we don't know what's happening anymore. Maybe if it hits 15 cents, get out. Like I said, that's what, a 16.5, almost a 17x. So we did see Zcash and some other coins pump really hard. So I would say the dollar is your moonshot now. So this 80 cents to $1, because you can see that's a very large move. That's a 90x up to 141x. If it's still the same as Rita, 4.7 billion market cap, which is possible. It's just at this point of the game, everyone's screaming bear market. We don't know what's going to happen. We're holding out hope for an alt season, and we just died to the bottom, so it's time to go up. So personally, if I had this, I would not hold to $1. I want to make sure you guys make money. So that's why we've been looking at these channels here. Because if we are bullish and your coin does pump, there's a very good chance that you're going to get a move back to the top of the channel here. So it almost guarantees you that almost 17x move up, maybe a little higher than that. Maybe it does tag 20 cents and you get a 20x, 21, 22x. So that's what I'm trying to get across. You can see how we wick above. A lot of the times, depending on where we want to adjust this to fit our narrative, you could easily probably get a 20x out of well from here. Because not every coin's going to its moonshot spot. Like on Jasmy, the moonshot on Jasmy is $1, but Jasmy's probably not going to hit $1 now. But that's why we're here. That's why we're looking at the macro charts. We're trying to figure it out as we go. All right, Jasmy. All right, let me do Jasmy and Telcoin, and then we'll take it from there. And we'll do the Bitcoin dominance. Jasmy. Yeah, you'll get your money back, my man. I know you pretty much lost it all from the XCN pump. Where's our Jasmy chart? Where did our Jasmy chart go? There's the first one. Oh my God. Why is TradingView taking all my charts off? I think it was the Gate.io chart. Yeah, here we go. So Jasmy on the macro monthly charts, it's still holding up. It's still holding our green box. Still holding higher lows. It's doing the same thing every other coin is doing. We can easily just draw a large channel on here or megaphone. This one looks more like a megaphone pattern. So you know what? I will give you some hope on Jasmy from metal. That is the wrong tool. So I saw someone, I think I have a chart to share with a megaphone pattern on, I don't know if we can do it with this tool, but they had a megaphone pattern on. Yeah, we're going to have to get a different tool. But anyway, I guess we can do a channel here. Screw it. Channels for everyone. All right, so just a rough estimate. You can see that our macro support area is holding. So I know you keep saying 5 cents. If it gets back up to 5 cents, you're going to sell. So that does take you up to the 382 area, back to the top of this channel. That'd be a 7.5x. I guess that would get you your money back. But I tend to think, I wish I had the better chart. Well, no, this is the good chart. But we need to get back above the 618 right now at 209. So Jasmy potentially is on the bottom. Can't really go any lower. All right, so if we pull this in the other direction, my thing is from the high to the low, Jasmy's probably going to do a 618 retracement at least in a bull market if it doesn't die from here. 618 retracement, then it's still bearish. So if it can hit 30 cents, if you want to call that your moonshot, that's about a 37x from here. I really believe 30 cents is on the table from here. It's going to pull a Zcash. Old dinosaur Jasmy here is going to pull a Zcash. You're going to have a giant candle spawn in when it finally decides to go. But the other thing we'll do really quick here, just to prolong our suffering. There we go. 618 is in play, my man. There's our megaphone pattern. So from here, Jasmy's going to pump one large candle and then one last one to 30. You get the idea. Back to the top of the megaphone. So there's your hopium for 30 cents. As long as it's right here, it's definitely going to hit 5. More likely than not, 12 is very much on the table. So I know you're going to sell at 5, but at least 12. 12 to 15 cents is very possible. I want you to make money, my man. I want you to get all that money doubled back. So there's your hopium. Megaphone, 618, 30-cent Jasmine for 36x. Just hold the 30 cents and you'll make it. All right, let me look at Telcoin, and then we're going to look at the dominance. Telcoin, and then we'll make our man Slava happy. Oh, Telcoin's pumping from the bottom. Oh, it's already pumping. So this is a good example. We drew the channel on here. It tagged it. It tagged the 236. At one point, it was red down here, and it's pumping. So it's back above the 382, and it's making its way to the top of the channel. I don't know how big of a move that's going to be. Stock RSI just crossed bullish. Nice green candle spawned in. It tagged the bottom, and what it just did do. So yeah, this is one we would say, yeah, this thing's coming up to about a penny and a half and an easy 6x from the bottom. So it's already moving. So from where it is now, potential breakout and to the top. Telcoin, I think, is going to be a good play. So a 20 cent, 21 cent Telcoin from here now. Once it breaks the 618 at 1 and then 2.5, pretty much over the 618, you can move to the upside. So a 32.5x, 32x to 21 cents. But it looks good. It's still trading. It should from where it is now come up and make a higher high. So a little wick above. So you're about to do a 3x move from here to about 2 cents. And then maybe it gets another little pullback before it goes right back up. So it may be headed for 2 pennies. It's got to break to 0.5 first at 007. Yeah, we're about to start going. We have to. What's up, Flip Coins, my man? We got Flip Coins in the house. Good to see you here. We're just trying to ride out the storm. See what happens. Yeah, what is the dominance at? You said the dominance was falling. It's at 59 still. Yeah, we're going to wait and see what happens because Ben Cohen says it's about to rocket out of here all the way back up real high. What did he say? I don't remember what level he said. But it clearly, this monthly chart, it backtested already perfectly. And it's bearish now. Man, I hope Bitcoin's wrong. I hope the dominance just goes straight down. So the dominance is about to fall. Bitcoin's going to start going up. But then altcoins are going to super go up. Bitcoin's going to start moving up, and then the altcoins are just going to rocket out of here, and the dominance is going to start dropping. Can we TA this with them fibs? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, I think the fact that it backtested it there is bearish. It's down below the 618 now. Uh-oh, there you go, my man. There's your hopium. So is it the case Bitcoin dominance falls as Bitcoin goes up and then the altcoins just skyrocket? Is that how it works? But it's below the 618. All right, let me get back to the chat really quick. Oh, we got 30 people in here. But yeah, that's what we've been looking at and saying. We've been going by what Cohen says, but just simple TA on it. It broke down, it back tested, it broke the 618. It looks bearish. It looks like it's about to fall off the table. Yeah. Just as back here, formed a bull flag and it was bullish. Double bottom, and it was bullish. That's all she wrote. Double bottom, and it's over. Now it's broke and back tested, and it should go down. Oh, we're at 93. Let's go. We're holding. Yeah, I think it's very critical we hold this 618 here. We dipped below it, but we're still above it. It's brutal. I mean, we still have 12 days left, so we need 12 days. I mean, I know people are looking at moving averages and the weekly candles, which it would be bad if we got a weekly candle close above. But if we can somehow get this thing bought back up over 97K in the next 12 days, it sucks that we have to wait another 12 damn days to see what's going to happen. But this most recent low to the high, we tagged a 618, and we're holding. Damn, what did I push? Oh. Yeah, I didn't even look at TOSHI today. Ah, man. Did TOSHI still hold the slightly higher low? Man, every time I go all in on one coin, it dies. I don't know if they're watching me or what. It's ridiculous. Yo, this dude bought in again. Let's send it down. Sell everything. Yeah, so we're still over the 618 area. Made of just a hair of a higher low off of that low. So I'm still staying bullish on it, even though it looks bad on the monthly. Oh my God. We got a little green spike in. Come on, someone's flipped the switch. Let's go already. So everyone pile in. Let's get it over with. Let's just get it over with. All right, I'll share the little. What's up, CD? We got CD in the house. We got Adventures in the house. We got 30 people in here, so everyone please hit the like button. Okay, this is one of the charts that I found. So what's today? Today's the 18th. So we're right in this area once again. Bitcoin to an all-time high. Bitcoin to an all-time high. Bitcoin to an all-time high. Well, not Bitcoin. Altcoin total market cap, that is. So there's a lot of different charts. I know you can make up anything you want, but there's a lot of charts, and a lot of the indicators are saying that we're on the bottom. It's time to go up, and everyone's screaming bear market as they always do, and then we just go up. So we should be about to just go up. And then the other one we have doesn't really say much, but it's just comparing 2020 to 2025. If you guys can see that. It did the same exact thing. We went sideways. You guys can't even see me pointing at it, can you? But anyway, we went sideways the same way, and then we died. Bear market is here, and then we curled up and went to the moon. Curled up and went to the moon. Hopefully it doesn't take all that time, though. So we have to go up and sideways for the next month. I'm ready to go up now. Just trying to give you guys some hopium, so we can get out of here. And then here's the megaphone pattern. Alts versus Bitcoin, 2017, 2021, and now 2025. We should fill this big green circle. Wish I could move it. I guess I can't really move it on the screen. That's unfortunate. But you get the idea. Another chart that says we should start going straight up. If that doesn't happen, then none of this matters. There's no more crypto. So it kind of has to happen. Nothing has to happen, but it has to happen. All right, did we get through all of our coins? The Zcash for final targets. Top of ZEN, it's over. If you got a 20x out of Zcash, get out. You should have already got out. It may go higher, but the way the market is, if you get a 20x, just get the hell out. Buy something that hasn't moved. But Zcash, if it can stay over the 0.5 at 560, then it has a shot at the 618. And it also depends on if we want to use the scam wick or not. If we want to use this bottom, you can see if this is the bottom, the true bottom, with the wick below, and of course the scam wick below, then you're hitting the 0.5 at resistance right now. So you just hit resistance at 760. If you can stay over 317, then 1800 is up next. So you are at resistance right now. Because you can see this chart clearly, you hit the 382, and then it died. And now you just hit the 0.5. So this may be the true bottom. So like I said, an 18% move. And then the only other thing is go down to like the 4-hour chart. So it could do another 3x up to 18. If it can get over 760, it would spike up. And then the only other thing is go down to the small. We'll go the daily chart. Let's see what we want to do on the daily. I mean, it's still making higher lows, so it's still bullish. So it looks like as long as you're above 480, we can pull this in 1,000 different spots, but we'll go from that low to the high. So as long as you're above 488, it's still bullish, even down to 374, but you're holding an uptrend right now. So if we do that, then the target for support to stay bullish, if it breaks the trend, it's probably done. So it could drop back down 20%, but as long as it holds this trend line, then you could be in good shape to continue the run. But if it breaks over the 0.5, then it's going to shoot up to the 618. And that could be it. Because like I've been saying, depending on where you bought in, if it comes all the way up to the 618, damn, just going from here, that is a 45x on Zcash for this cycle. That's extremely bullish. If you bought the low, it's over a 90x. Oh my God. So I don't know. Zcash may be done. It's done a massive run already. It blasted through $100 and that's it. Hit this 0.5 perfectly because you already got, like I said, depending on where you bought in. If you bought down there this consolidation period, you already got a 30x. So what more do you want? Zora, please. Do any of you guys use the Zora app to post pictures and earn money. Supposedly Zcash might go to 900 plus. It could. But you gotta imagine if Zcash actually went to, if Zcash does a 30, 40, 50x this cycle, then shouldn't that tell us that we're about to have a large, like a massive alt season at some point, even if it is next year? I don't know how much longer we can go sideways and down. They have a lot of users. Yeah, I was thinking about using it, but I don't know what to post on it. You just apparently post videos and pictures, and just people can trade them like coins and buy them. I see a lot of people with just the dumbest stuff on there, and they're making money. Yeah, it's just like Instagram. Yeah, I have the app downloaded on my phone. I've been looking at it. What Coinbase coin would you put a lot into? There's so many choices, my man. I already put it into TOSHI, but maybe Turbo or something like that. I don't know. Maybe the old coins are it. We haven't looked at Bitcoin Cash or anything lately. I don't know if you mean a newer coin. There's so many choices right now. And it changes week to week, so I don't know. Zora has the potential to be huge. So Zora may be a good play. It's just, what time is it? It's already 4:50. Dino coin? You talking about the dinosaur coins? Oh, you mean what dino coin would I put it in? I don't know. Wi-Fi is a good one. Bitcoin Cash. Did Bitcoin Cash ever move? Not yet. See, Bitcoin Cash here looks like it's ready to go. But I would probably pick something that's... Oh, Tessa. That's been going sideways forever. Oh, jeez. Hold on. You have 100,000 Zora. Let's just hope it's not a bear market. I guess we'll look at Zora too. Yeah, do you post on Zora? What kind of content do you post? I see people that are making money. They're posting like just pictures of their dogs and stuff, and people are actually buying them, trading them. So, what was I looking at? Wi-Fi. Yeah, see, look at the Wi-Fi chart here. Wi-Fi is an old coin. I would imagine at some point it's going to wake up, because this has been getting accumulated for a very long time. All right, ZOR to $1 to $4. But yeah, looking at the Wi-Fi chart here, and it's, you know, another coin. We got it down. It hit the low again, but we could drag this up to here and say that's the bottom. But we'll keep it technical, I guess. Keep it proper. But this thing's been getting accumulated. It sounds like giggity. Been getting accumulated forever. So this is another coin that possibly could do a 618 retracement if we have a bull run. But I don't know. If we're going to have the old dinosaur coins blast out of here and do 20x's plus, this thing could go to the moon. $50,000 would be your 10x. I've always heard and I've always said 200K Wi-Fi at some point. So there's your 50x. $227K Wi-Fi for a 50x. I'd imagine it's just going to wake up like Zcash did, and it's just going to start running. You can post any kind of stuff on there, yeah. All right, we'll look at ZOR here, and then we're probably going to call it. Hour and a half's not a bad stream. Got a couple of super chats. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be back on here tomorrow. It's up in the air at the moment. I may have to go pick up my daughter and go see my kids. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, ZOR's still holding up here. Slightly. You said it can go to $1? Yeah, it can go to $1. Easily. 60 cents to $1 is very, very possible. That's a large box. Large little fat box. Hell, it may shoot up to the top of the fib here. $8. There's your hopium. ZOR's going to do 140x. Oh, no. Let's put in a slightly higher low. Oh, wow. There's your hopium moonshot. 173x to $8. $8.89, whatever. ZOR to the moon. Everyone pile in. Apparently it's a base coin from my understanding. Everything's on base. Yeah, I don't know. We may have to wait a little while longer before we go up. We may get a relief rally soon. But if Bitcoin puts in a lower high, then it's just going to go sideways, maybe sideways and up for a couple of months. So we may not go up until they actually put the checks out this summer. So be prepared for that. SQD. All right, I'll do SQD because we do it every stream. SQD to the Shadow Realm Moon. Yeah, why do you guys ask for this coin? I'm gonna have to look into Subsquid. What is this piece of crap? It just goes to 0 forever. Yeah, why do you guys ask for this? It's just bearish. Put in another lower low. There's no. It looks like Vara. It's just gonna go down forever. It's gonna go to 0 forever. Oh yeah. Yeah, Telcoin could pull a Zcash. We're just kind of playing the waiting game. I'm waiting to see if more coins are going to start waking up like Zcash and just pump out of here. But everything's screaming we're on the bottom, so we should, since we went down so fast, we should start moving up. So I'm ready to move up. I know you guys are too. Ready to make money. At least start getting our money back so we're not so sad all the time and depressed. It would be nice. But yeah, Subsquid, I don't know why the hell this thing's going down forever. I got to look into some more of these coins. Because if Toshi actually pumps, then I'm going to have to find something good to get in on. I'm kind of turning bullish on Toshi or Zora. I don't know. I got to do more research. What's your ETH wallet? I'll send you $2. It's in the description, my man. In the live stream description is all my wallets. So if anyone wants to send any sort of donation to get me out of the shadow realm, it's in the description. Cash App, PayPal, buy me a coffee, and then a whole list of cryptos. You think Toshi's on its way? What's up, Carrie? I hope so. I hope so. It's got a little green candle spawned in, so the day you guys see Toshi pumping is you're gonna know I'm happy, because I'm not selling. I'm not selling for a loss. I'm gonna hold. Everything in life can wait. If I don't take a shot here and a chance here, I'll never make it. So I gotta hold out until it pumps. Because if I get out now, it's just gonna make the pain quicker. Just get it over with. I'm gonna drag it out as long as I can. So if I can drag out my misery for another month or two, then so be it. I'm gonna have to take the shot to make it. If I don't make it, then I don't make it. I'm in the same camp. Let me look. JY, let me look. Is it marked Tether? Ish. Hold on. Yeah, you can send Tether. All the things on there. Let's see. I think I have the ETH wallet. Just let me double check. I just need to start doing like these other YouTubers and just start just coming up with stuff out of my ass that doesn't make any sense. Oh, we're getting a couple. We're up six subscribers over the last week or 2 weeks. So that's nice to see. We finally get some subscribers back. But yeah. So we got BTC sold, Tether. No, that's Tether. That's USDT. Oh, maybe I don't have ETH on there. Damn, I didn't realize that. Thanks for pointing that out. I don't have ETH on there. Wow. Why do I not have an Ethereum wallet? That's crazy. All right, so yeah, don't worry about it, man. I'll have to put up one on the next one, but there's all these other ways to contribute. I didn't realize I didn't have an ETH wallet. Just send me $2 in Bitcoin. I'll start my Bitcoin journey like Cryptomyalysis. Start slowly building up my Bitcoin. Yeah, I didn't realize that, but yeah, there's no ETH wallet on there, so. What we're gonna look at? Jerry the Turtle. Yeah, I'll look at Jerry the Turtle, Carrie. But yeah, I think the same way. I think we're about to explode. There's so many different charts saying that the bottom is in. And if there's no alt season, then there's no crypto market anymore. It's going to be just Bitcoin. No one's going to come back for this crap ever again. And you'll have people, even if there is no alt season, you'll have people screaming for the next year as we're going to zero. That next alt season is going to be huge, and it's going to be the same thing repeated again. Everyone's going to buy altcoins. Everyone's going to lose money again. Nothing's going to go up. Won't be as many as before, but you get the general idea. But I think we're about to blast out of here. I mean, as old as I am, I've never been lucky at gambling, lottery, crypto, stocks, anything. It's always been a downhill tumble, uphill battle. There you go, uphill battle. So you got to think, I know it's not, I don't know what to say. I know it's not, it doesn't have to happen, but at some point it's like, so you need a break. Everyone needs a break. Everyone needs help. Everyone needs a break. And when you're like me, you never make money on anything. You always lose. Like you guys know, I just bought TOSHI again, put $2,000 in it, plus a little more, and it's just died. It just bled out. They spawned in the lava Minecraft candle on it as soon as I bought it. I'm pulling up Deck Screener right now so we can look at Jerry the Turtle. But it's like at some point, everything that's happened to me in my life, everything I've gone through, I don't want to be a millionaire. I don't want $500,000. I just want money to survive. Why can't I have that? Why can't I just be debt free? I don't want to be rich. I just want to get out of debt. And that's not even asking a lot. That's not even a lot of money. It's like, get me out of here. I can't handle it anymore. I'm tired, boss. Jerry the Turtle coming up. Yeah, Jerry the Turtle looks like everything else, but I will pull it up for you. Jerry the Turtle, I got it up on Deck Screener at the moment. Yeah, if I actually make money and I can actually meddle, if I can actually scoop up a Bitcoin or two in the bear market, if I make money, I'm going to hold that. I'm going to hold forever, for at least until it hits something. That'll be my retirement fund. But yeah, I would love to make money, get out of debt, stick with you guys through the bear market, buy a couple of Bitcoin, see what happens with the altcoins, and just do our thing. No, what's up, DZ? Yeah, we did FET. You'll just have to rewind. No, I didn't sell TOSHI. I'm still holding. I want to buy more, but I don't have money. We're going to make it. It's just a matter of time. Oh, you don't own Bitcoin. You don't have ETH now. Yeah. Just come back tomorrow stream or whenever we stream next time. I'll put an ETH wallet on there. I don't know why it's not on there. WLFI. What is that? Max says buy XRP. What's up, Mr. C? Peanut? There's so many coins. There's no telling what the hell is going to go up. But yeah, looking at Subsquid, I don't know what to say about it. It just goes to zero every time. We haven't looked at Peanut in forever. Is it Peanut or the other one that's on Robinhood? It doesn't matter. There's so many coins now. We're never going up. You guys realize that there's so many coins now? Maybe that's why the old coins are pumping. People that have been holding for years. There's just not enough new people in the new coins to pump them. Yeah, I don't even want to look at Peanut. Peanut's going to zero. It's in the same boat as everything else. It's bearish. Come back in 10 years. When it doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, those are monthly candles. All right, we're going to look at these last couple of coins, and that's going to be it. But yeah, you broke the 236. You back tested it for resistance. So as long as you're below 12, you're bearish. Short term on Peanut, There's no telling where this thing's going. But if this is the one that's on, I don't know if it's this one or Chill Guy. Maybe Chill Guy. Whatever one is on Robinhood. Because they have one of these crap coins, Peanut the Squirrel or Chill Guy. One of them is on Robinhood. If we actually have retail come back, retail is going to come into Robinhood, and they're going to see the meme coin, whatever one it is, and it will pump. So whatever one is on Robinhood is the one to buy. This one broke to 618. It's bearish. If it breaks 8.5, it's going to 0. So final support level, if it does not get back over 1 or 10, still can drop 13% here. Not bullish until it gets back over 13.5 short term. Long term, it's not bullish until it gets back over the 382 at about 22 cents. And as for where it's going, no one in the whole world knows. Peanut the Squirrel, is it going to do a 70x? Depends on what it's listed on. If you want a 10x, if it hits $1, get out. All right, let me bring up Jerry the Turtle real quick because I got to get off here. He says buy XRP and thank me later. Take it you're at XRP Moon Boy. Yeah, I mean, if there's no alt season, if we actually don't make money, then probably Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, some of the big heavy coins are the only ones that are going to survive. So if you're holding for the long term, Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, and probably Solana. I know Solana sucks right now, but if that's the case, then, you know, XRP could be king, because if there's no other competition and Bitcoin's the only one, which, I mean, there's Bitcoin maxis, XRP maxis. It's just, no one knows what's going to happen. We can just place our bets and just wait. All right, let me pull up. But we're hoping for a decent run. We're hoping for something like this. I can't wait to be bullish. But why does it say stop screen? Oh, I gotta stop screen. All right, Jerry the Turtle really quick here. But we've been hanging out. So Jerry the Turtle broke the 236 and it's bearish. So it may be a good play, but it's still, let me pull this up on full screen really quick here. But like I keep saying, I appreciate you guys coming in these bearish times. We've been here forever, it seems like. It's been years. So let me finish with the turtle here. Give me a second, make sure I'm sharing the right screen. All right, can you guys see Jerry the Turtle? I don't know what happened here. I got a bunch of different... Why they got to update StreamYard while I'm online? I don't want to look at that. Okay, yeah, I had to pause it for... I had to mute myself for just a moment. Hold on, Jerry the Turtle. Metal. He says he's going to Japan. Crypto future is. All right, so when it goes, you're taking profit. That's the way to do it. All right, so final, it's bearish below the 236 at what is that, 4026. So once it gets over that, if it does, it is putting a slightly higher low. So you would have to imagine that is the bottom for Jerry the Turtle. So I mean, it's a gamble play, as we always say. So a new high on this one up to the 2 level at 3049 or 3005 would take away a 0. That's a decent 20x. So if you get a 20x up to that price, that's probably your time to get out. But yeah, I think Jerry the Turtle is going to be a good one. We've had people over the years ask all the time for Jerry the Turtle. And if you notice the chart, it pumped up and it never came back down. So it's still up and it's still making the higher lows. So it's still a very bullish looking chart. And it's all the way back down at the bottom again. It can't go any lower than it is. It needs to get back over the 236, bullish over 403, breakout over 405, and then it can go to the moon and get you your 20x. But we'll just have to, take it week to week and see what happens on these coins. But yeah, we're down to 20 people left. Almost 2 hours. I appreciate the super chats that came in. Everyone hit the like button on your way back into the shadow realm. Answer the poll. And I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully it's tomorrow. What's up, Bob Franklin? Jerry the Turtle will be the new world reserve currency. All right, we're going to end it on that. Jerry the Turtle. But just not financial advice, but just hold on. We're getting there. So many signals are saying the bottom is in. So we'll see what the rest of the week brings. And hopefully you guys make it and I make it. But I do appreciate everyone that comes in here. I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate the support over the years. And we'll see what happens. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. Thanks for watching, everyone. Good luck. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, everyone.